everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Asilka and today I'm with Greg. We will watch SB19 story episode 1 Soundbreak. Well, I know that SB19 is Soundbreak 19. I know something. Okay. Let's go. Yep, support casual chuck. And let's start. It's a whole crew.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy.
Sure. Who's that? Oh, that's
This is called Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
He created P-pop? Really?
Do you remember this song?
Wow!
It all started with this man, Jong Song-han. When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called Show BT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin. Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that would be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road.
Why did he choose Philippines? That's interesting.
After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it. Jan Paulo Nace. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family.
Wow,
he was the
he's
first
smart.
one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejan, but later changed his name to Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo
Now
fits
that the
better.
methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members. Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance, and this next guy is exactly that, and even more.
Stell.
Stelvester Ahero. He was
Sylvester.
only 16 when he started competing
Wow.
as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group Saeon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health. He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just...
Imagine kids who bullied him, and they're
Out
like
of this
probably
He
also from
debuted as
Philippines.
Stel, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group. Josh Cullen
Cullen.
Santos became homeless at the age
My
of 16
favorite
and it was his
Cullen.
decision. He's had the worst childhood among the other members.
Oh.
From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms.
Oh my god.
It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters.
Why is
Sometimes he
everyone
would get
getting
into
bullied?
fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree.
Another
He had no
smarty.
background in performing. Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stel and Saeon. They became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea.
Wow.
In a way, Josh was saved by Stel
So
after
cute.
trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group. Justin De Dios didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined
Wow.
a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills.
Reminds me
He
of
was one of the
Jin.
late joiners, and when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
I bet he's a vocalist.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
Hey, welcome to my world, let's do this. 이슈 제조기라 불렀어. 어디 가도 분위기가 higher. 비행기 밖은 너무 시끄러워.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have
Yeah.
great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a skill in filmmaking.
Another
He then got
smarty.
selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group.
Wow.
He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What, and more. But that's a story for another video. At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they
Nah,
felt like
they
something
need-
was missing.
Yeah.
Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted
Love the
that he could
reference.
stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy. Philip John Suson is such a specimen. He was so
He's
naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in the church under the care of his
Oh my god,
grandparents.
he looks
He was an
so good
artistic
even as a
kid, so
kid.
he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school. Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly. Because of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigo 7. Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't
Where?
have the money. What did Josh
Wow.
do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous
Wow.
life in the countryside.
Josh
He
is
then
such a
trained
nice
with the
friend.
boys and officially debuted with them
I
as
wish
Cam,
everyone had a
the
friend
main
like Josh.
dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful
Yeah.
group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect.
Fate. Oh,
When
okay.
a small and seemingly insignificant
Yeah.
occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effects elsewhere.
A lot of smart
Tatang
words.
Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed.
I
The
bet.
name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3
Okay.
is 19.
Yeah.
SB doesn't only mean show BT.
Oh.
It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry,
tell
which is
Tazen.
fearlessly represented by this praise. Soundbreak.
Soundbreak. That's cool. That sounds so cool. Like Soundbreak. I don't know. So. Okay. So. Before this video, in the comments, someone already told me that SB19 means Soundbreak and like 19 means Korea and Philippines codes. But I forgot about it, and now I saw it and like I understand why it's like Korean Philippines code, because like they're he's a CEO or producer? Like, yeah, they're both is from Korea, and he wanted to make something like for Korea and Philippines company, for entertainment company. So yeah, now I get it. And also I think that if he would stay in this in his group, he would not achieve like as much success or like, you know, earn money as he's doing now, because like SB19 are like kings of P-pop, and like he also gave opportunities and like somehow saved some of the members, you know, like some people were in bad conditions, some people were bullied. Oh my god, it's like, why is it so hard? Like, I know in Korea there's like bullying problems, but I didn't know that I mean, like everywhere there are bullies, and like kids are very cruel. But yeah, I would never want to live there if I was a bully and my like victim of my bullies became the most popular singer in my country. I would like change my citizenship or like sincerely apologize. Okay, this was very helpful, very interesting, and a lot of unknown facts here. So yeah, thank you for watching this with me. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and turn on your post notifications. Bye!